And we're going to finish up with some defense and countermeasures to deal with this community harassment program. But first, let's talk about that these perpetrators are trying to achieve in this post-2000 COINTELPRO program. Number one would be the victim's suicide. They simply want to drive the targeted individual insane to the point of his own suicide. Number two is they want to tamper with the target individual's psychological makeup, to tamper with his psyche. Number three, somehow frustrate and trick the victim into committing a crime. Now, there's a lot of trickery and deception involved here, and this can turn quite deadly. Myron May being a prime example of this. Number four, isolation to make the targeted individual not want to leave his home. This is key in making this program effective. Number five, destroy the victim's reputation and believability, as the victim will likely be viewed as mentally ill should they complain or report the abuse. Number six, force a victim to leave an area or to move. And number seven, to silence a victim. Now, this right here should give the targeted individual more incentive to get out here and publish and record these crimes taking place, knowing that one of their goals is to silence you, to take your rights away from you. Now, let's discuss some of the motivations of these perpetrators. Motivations for community harassment include, number one, revenge for real or imagined offense. Number two, false accusations of a crime the targeted individual may have committed. Now, this is used to destroy or discredit the victim's reputation. Perpetrators facilitate and fabricate lies about the targeted individual to make this a reality, and they use this tool to get others to go along with this sickness. Number three, silencing a whistleblower. Number four, defecting from a cult. Number five, a vital threat to a group or a organization. And number six, simply knowing too much. Now, let's discuss the hierarchy and the background of some of these operatives. What I have displayed here is a layout of the hierarchy and how the whole process operates from top to bottom. To those of you out there that are familiar with this hierarchy, you will realize that this is a simplified, concise version of the actual model. I made this model here for those of you out there that have not seen this before to give you an idea of how this whole process operates. The actual hierarchy has many more levels and is much more complex than this. So at the top of the hierarchy, we have the communist bankers. They like to refer to themselves as the elite. Nothing could be a bigger joke than this. We as targeted individuals, we are actually the elite. But this is where the money comes from for this whole operation. This is how this whole thing is financially fueled from these guys right here. Next, we have the one who governs the daily operations. And for this model here, we'll call him the head controller. There's also a IT specialist involved, sometimes more than one, but one IT specialist could handle this whole operation. In a lot of instances, the head controller and the IT specialist are one and the same person. Now, this head controller, he can't handle this 24/7, 365-day-a-year harassment by himself. He's going to need some help, and that's where these around-the-clock watchers come in. And 4 people could handle this whole operation easily if you break it down into 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. I have an example of this right here. For instance, shift 1 could be Monday to Thursday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Shift 2 could be 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and so on. Now, these operatives here we're going to come back to in a minute and go into detail about them. Next, we have these handlers in the street. These are the perpetrators in the street that you are not meant to see. They're the ones that are overseeing the process of the community harassment as it takes place. They document and record record your reaction and take these results back to their upper powers for analysis. Last, we have the street level perpetrators. Now, this is just your basic garbage. This is your community watch, citizens on patrol, local agencies, people that have been lied to, misled. These are the ones that are hands-on responsible for these crimes. Now, how is this process handled so efficiently and effectively? And how is the harassment been established where the targeted individual's surveillance is confined 24/7, 365 days a year? Who is responsible for the installation and the activation of these illegal devices? That's where these operatives come into play. These operatives are stealth agents of a different kind. Along with having the power to work alongside with the police department, these are the principal agents involved in the warrantless entries into your personal property. And